Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's find us, tag us, and share us. I am hopping on today at 2:40. You are coming to me from Jess. Jess's Custom Creations. She was working on Sweet as Can Be, little lavender character project today. Coming out so cute. Hi, Christine. How are you? Up next after me at 4:30 p.m. Eastern is Michelle Crafty Ma'am. And she will be on until 6. And then at 6 is my other friend Sam from Comey's Crafting Corner. She will be closing the day out for us. We have a few girls in the lineup out sick today. Tail end of cold and flu season. I am so ready for spring. Open up those windows. Let the fresh air in. Hi, Ramona. Welcome in. Ladies, you are the first ones on. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. I'm tagging and sharing to my 2 little groups, and we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, it looks good to me, but let's make sure it's good on your end too. We are working or continuing to work on the little seasonal mini tree stand bucket and the ornaments for my the little tree in my craft room. So show you where we left off last week and what we're going to do to continue. So the first week we covered our bucket. It's a Model Magic plastic rectangle bucket. We covered it with the pink glittered foam sheets, and then we used some white clay to create the royal icing on the edges to hide the seams, and then we put the white foam clay as fluff all around the top. Hi, Love Bug. Welcome. Hi, Mary. Hey, Ramona. How's everyone doing? And then last week, week number 2. Oh, I put this as week number 2. It's actually week number 3. I'll have to go in and change that. I don't know if I can change it now. Maybe I can. Week number 3. Otherwise, I'm going to screw up my entire video. But I'm on, no, I can't. I'll have to change it after, guys. I'll have to change it after. It took me to my back office dashboard. So, all right, it's week number 3. I forgot. So last week we did the little bunny hutch. My beautiful bestie, Carissa, is my beautiful bestie. We did the little carrot cookie bunny hutch last week, and then the little peep bunny, and then I think I might have done the embellishments off camera. We did do the door together with the wood grain. We used an Easter egg cutter to make that. I added some Nuvo drops, some like white diamonds Nuvo drops to the little carrot accent lines. I added lime margarita sweet glitter from Paper Sweeties to the top of the carrot. I put little itty bitty pom-poms around the rabbit hutch door and a little bead for the doorknob. For the peep macaron cookie, I used some Candyland. Hey, Tina. Hi, Julie. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Kathy. I'm doing well. I hope everyone else is too. So to the macaron peep cookie, we added Candyland micro foam beads to the center. And we put a little flower with leaves in her hair, and she's holding a little carrot. So that's how far we got last week, week 2. So we're just going to continue building on this. There's one more thing I wanted to do to decorate the front. I thought making a little banner would be cute. So I went ahead with a triangle diamond, with a diamond cookie cutter, and cut out some pennants. It was a diamond, so I cut it out and then I cut them in half. And we're gonna create a cute little banner. I pulled this from my stash. It's from Walmart at Christmas time, and it's just a real pretty tinsel wire situation. Yes, I went through the lineup already. Michelle is on right after me. She's beginning today at 4:30. And then Sam will be on at 6. All right, I'm just eyeballing to get my placement. And I'm gonna show you in my mind how I thought I would add a little banner. Too much. How's everyone doing? Hi, Misty. How are you? Welcome in. It's so good to see you here. How's everyone doing? You guys, today is Taco Tuesday. We will be bugging out literally at 4, as soon as I end at 4:30. We will be bugging out to go grab some tacos. Hi, Jenna. Welcome in. I hope you feel better, sweetie. All right, I'm gonna put a little, just a teeny weeny bit of hot glue on the 2 little ends, and this tinsel is wired, so it should help to behave itself a little bit better because it is wired. So for all intents and purposes, it should behave for me. Hopefully. Okay, I put one end in and the other end came out. So I'm gonna have to add the hot glue to just one end and then stick it up under that fluffy foam clay. You guys can hear her, Bailey. She's in her crate chewing on a bone. She's right there. Hi, baby. Good girl. She's being so good. She's being so good. She cracks me up because she puts herself in there. And then when we leave and have to put her in there because we're leaving, she gets her feelings hurt. Hi, Andrea. Welcome. I'm so happy you're here and you found me live. I know you usually catch me on the replay, so it's good to see you here when I'm live. All right. I don't know why this is giving me issues. In my mind, it worked out perfect. I might have to go to plan B, guys. I might have to go to plan B. Maybe I cut it too short. Let's try it again. Best laid plans when you're live. And you think something will be super easy and it's gonna come out exactly like you had it in your head. And then when you're live, the live tutorial gods are laughing, saying, ha ha ha, you thought that would work. No ma'am, no ma'am. All right, I think I got it. I just might have cut it too short the first time, and when I was sticking the hot glue on it and trying to hide it under our little parts and pieces, because it was too short, it was popping out. All right, that looks good to me now, guys. That looks good to me now. I need something. I need this. Hi, Sam. How are you? Hi, Renee. Welcome. I'm gonna try to push most of the little tinsel pieces down, if they'll let me. All right, so there we go. Little piece of tinsel. I hot glued it up under there and I hot glued it back behind there. I'm going into great detail because I know there are some of you, Carissa and some others, that are either making this along with me or interested in making it on their own. So if you wanted to add the exact same elements like I am, I'm just showing you what worked for me and what didn't work for me. Sam, how's your shoulder? How's your arm and your shoulder? Is it still good? All right, and then we're gonna take one of the little pennants. I wanna make sure I have them all going like in the same direction. Because on one side, it's a little bit fatter than the other sides. All right, that looks good to me. All right, so we're gonna take the yellow one first. We're gonna do 2 glues. I'm gonna add some super glue, and then I'm also gonna add a little bit of hot glue right in the middle. Yes, so it's Taco Tuesday, guys. So my husband is gonna be chomping at the bit right at 4:30. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's like his favorite day of the whole week. All right, so there's the beginning of our pennant. Now we're gonna continue on over on this side. And we have 3 more. But what I think I wanna do first, so I don't have to mess with them once they're on, we'll bring them over. I have a purple one, a pink one, and a blue one. Thank you, Love Bug. Thank you. This has to go that way. All right, I pulled some alpha stickers from my shop. They're from Doodlebug, and I have them in all these yummy, pretty colors. You have seen me use them before. For example, I don't want to get it and bring it over here. I could maybe turn my camera. On the hot cocoa stand on my winter one that's up there right now, I made a banner and it says yum. I know it's far away. You might not be able to see it. So I was thinking I would do hop, H-O-P, because 3 will fit in our little area. So I was thinking, so let's grab a lime green H. They are adhesive on the back, guys, but I don't trust that adhesive to stay. Oh, good, Sam. Good. Did you end up keeping your doctor's appointment? I think you said you were going to keep your doctor's appointment just to have it checked. All right, we're going to add the H to the first little pennant. I did this last year. Do you guys remember? I did the little blue ceramic farm truck and made it all Eastery, and on the back license plate, I used these alphas to spell out hop on the license plate. All right, and then the O is gonna go on the pink. So, what color did I want to use? Could do the aqua, or I could do the orange. Maybe the orange. How will the orange look? I don't know. It doesn't show up too good on that pink. I think I need something darker. So let's try the aqua. Let's try the aqua. Or I have hot pink. How would the hot pink look on the baby pink? Let's try the hot pink. Yeah, that works. That works. So I know Carissa, yes. Who else has been making or is interested in making these little seasonal tree stand buckets to put a little mini tree in your home decor? Just have to, Yeah, my husband got that too, Sam, when he had his rotator cuff surgery. He had the resistance bands that he had to use. Ooh, I got super glue on my fingers. Don't like it. Don't like it. All right, there's the little O, H-O. And now for the P, let's use the orange. We'll go back and use, I think, the orange on the blue. This is gorgeous, this pretty light aqua, but I didn't have anything like light aqua on the front of this, so you know that's my go-to. One of my go-to colors, the pink and the aqua. All right, so let's add a little super glue on the back of the P. You guys, construction site next door, they have guys in the back, masons, doing building the steps coming off the back porch down to the patio today. And they also have landscapers there burying the extensions that come out the gutters. So that means, you guys, they're getting so close to being done. They're getting so close. So these are the alpha stickers that I have in my shop, guys. And I have them in so many pretty colors. You can use them for scrapbooking, card making, but you guys see me use them on fake baking all the time. All right, so now I have to figure out how I want this little tinsel to go on this end for the remainder of the banner. I think I want it to go, continue under the carrot to look like it's just coming out. And I really would want it to loop and loop again, but because I want to add the pennants and spell it out, I think I would be better off just keeping it simple and just having one loop instead of two. The two loops would be so pretty, but because I want to hang these little letters, I think we need to keep it simple. All right, let's move them out of the way and let's try to secure this little piece of tinsel. I'm gonna go under the leaf because we went under the leaf there, so I'll bring it back out over here and then come to this corner. Hoping to get back in time. Go get Eli's prescription. Gotcha. Is he under the weather, Michelle? Or is this just like something regular? A regular prescription that he takes, right? And I'm gonna hold it in there, let that hot glue kind of stick. And it is wired, so it's kind of letting me mess around with it a little. Cut a little off this end so it doesn't hang down too far. A little more. It's better to, when you're doing stuff like this, guys, keep your ribbon or your parts and pieces longer to begin with, and then snip a little bit off, a little at a time. Then, like you saw the first time, I made it too short, and then when I snipped a little bit off, it was too short. So it's better to keep your pieces a little bit longer to begin with, and then just trim a little bit back, a little bit at a time. And because this is wired, I might be able to, let me just see. I might be able to curve it, but then I don't know if, yeah, I think it will work. I just have it in my head where I really like the look of like a double loop. I just am not, I'm playing with so little room over on that side. But because the tinsel is wired, it's allowing me to bend it a little. And then when we put the glue on the back of the pennants, it'll hold it in place. All right, now I need to kind of eyeball it. So, good thing, because I put the P in the middle, guys. That would be tragic if I glued it down. Stranger things have happened when I get talking. You know, H-O-P, I put the P in the middle to begin with. So good thing I caught it before I started gluing things down. All right, 2 glues on each of these. The super glue for a long stick and the hot glue for temporary quick stick. All right, H is our first letter. Gluing it down and holding it, holding it, holding it. Oh, Michelle, oh, I'm so sad for you. 'Tis the season. Well, remember 2 weeks ago, I was supposed to go visit my son and daughter-in-law and the kiddos. And I was leaving on a Wednesday, and I woke up Wednesday morning to a text from my son that his wife was sick. I'm like, all right, I'm not coming. If you have sickness in your house, I'm not coming. All right, holding it, holding it, holding it with the O. Oh, ear infections are so bad. They hurt. Poor guy. Well, hopefully they feel better soon, Michelle, and hopefully you don't get sick. And then the P. H-O-P. Super cute, guys. Holding it, holding it, holding it. And then I'll hold this up to show you. So cute. Look at the little banner. We started it over here just to start the banner so the corner over here wouldn't be empty. And then the H-O-P. And I know it's backwards because Facebook. And I love the lime margarita glitter on the top of the leaves. So cute. All right, so we're going to decorate the top now with some Happy Easter sprinkle mix from my shop. Did you guys see? I made some custom sprinkle tapes with this mix, guys. And they're, I have very, very, very limited quantities available in my shop. So here's the sprinkle mix, the Happy Easter sprinkle mix. It's a custom one available in my shop, and it has everything in it but the kitchen sink, guys. And when I make my sprinkle mixes, I make them super chunky. And then I made a 1/2 inch and a 1 inch, a 1/2 inch wide and a 1 inch wide Happy Easter sprinkle tape. That's the 1/2 inch. Super chunky. Look at the little bunny ears, and there's little chicks and little carrots and gumballs and sequins and pink chunky glitter and jimmies and all of the things, guys. And look at the 1 inch one, guys. Right, Renee? I love it too. Look at this 1 inch one, guys. Oh my goodness. It's 1 inch wide by 1 yard, 36 inches long. And then the 1/2 inch is a 1/2 inch wide by 36 inches long. So delicious. I don't have anywhere on this bucket where I could use the sprinkle tape, but my Monday project that I am working on, I started a little bunny tea party cake. I plan to be using it on that. All right, so we are going to, like I've done with all my other buckets, we are going to add sprinkles. The 1 inch one, Carissa, yeah. Oh, Sam, totally, I get it, I get it, I get it. I say that all the time. It's like a miracle that you do what you do, having to juggle your work schedule during the day. It's so cute. I love the banner. I really love it. And I love the cute little Candyland colors. All right, so what I'm going to do, because I make my buckets, because mine are rectangle, I do them double-sided. So for example, this one on the one side is my spring Easter one, and then on the other side, I can do another holiday. I already have a Pinkoween, I have a winter, I have a Christmas. So I thought on the back of my winter one, because I used blue glitter foam sheet, I would do summer on the reverse side, and the blue would look like sky, and I could do something with a palm tree and a surfboard. I actually have a palm tree and a surfboard cookie cutter from Michelle. So what I do for my top, guys, Ginger did a round one. So she had to do like the same season because there was like no stopping point. But because mine have sides, I'm only gonna go halfway with the Easter sprinkles on the sides. We'll start on the sides. Oh, there is some, let me see if I could get it. It's probably dry down now and I'm not gonna be able to get it off. When I pulled out one of my Nuvo drops, like an orange one to use on this, that's unfortunate. Oh, it's coming off. The nozzle was clogged and I squirted it and it spurted out all over. And apparently some got on the side of this. And I didn't notice it until this very second. It's coming right off the foam clay. Came off the air dry foam clay. No problem. The glitter foam sheet. I'm trying to carefully dig at it a little with my fingers. I don't want to ruin it because it's taking the glitter off the glitter foam sheet. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Cleaned it off enough that it doesn't look like a mistake. I didn't notice that when it happened. Yeah, it was clogged. It was clogged. I kept pushing on it. It was a pretty orangish color. I'm like, oh, they'll be so pretty to put on the carrot. And then it exploded. It exploded. That's why a lot of us don't like to do stickles and Nuvo drops and puffy paint live on camera. Michelle, didn't you have something with the puffy paint one time on camera? If I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, okay. Enough of it came off. And it's on the side, guys, so it's fine. It's fine. All right, we'll let that dry over there. We'll start over here on this side. The 1-inch Carissa is, they're both like so pretty, but the 1-inch one is like just really stunning because it's so large and chunky. All right, Bailey, what you growling at, girl? What you growling at? She hears the worker guys next door. She is even more ready for the construction to be done than mommy. I mean, it's just, I'm gonna have to get like the whole outside of my house and my porches pressure washed because they are filthy from the construction site next door. Everything's filthy. My porches are filthy. We have porcelain tiles on our porches instead of concrete. And there's dirt in all the grout lines. It's just been a mess. Just a mess. All right, it's okay. It's okay. Oh my goodness. I don't know. They're running some kind of machine. Shh, shh, shh. All right, so I have my sprinkle tray here. I'm gonna dump out a good amount of this gorgeous, hi Robin, how are you? Welcome. So happy you're here today. Let me hold this up to the camera, guys, so you can see. This is the Hoppy, Hoppy, Easter sprinkle mix. Look at how delicious. It's super chunky and filled with all kinds of goodness, guys. Easter polymer clay pieces and sequins and confetti circle sprinkles, flower sequins, regular sequins, glitter, gumballs, jimmies, all of the things, guys. I was explaining how I had a almost tragic Nuvo Drops accident where it was stuck and I was trying to squirt it to get it out, and the nozzle broke and it squirted all over, and a little bit got onto here and I didn't realize it, so I was just cleaning it off. And then I said, Michelle, if I wasn't mistaken, I thought you had a puffy paint situation like that one time when you were using puffy paint and it spurted out. All right, so wherever we added glue, guys, those pretty elements from the sprinkle mix are gonna stick. Tap it off. Look at how yummy. So yummy. I just love it. I just love it so much. Sparkly and fun. All right, if I have any pieces standing up, misbehaving, I'm gonna finger press them down into the glue so they're nice and good and stuck in the glue. You hear gumballs falling off. Look at how yummy that is, you guys. That just makes me so happy. You guys, that's my jam. I love a good chunky monkey sprinkle mix. I'm the same way, like with a lot of things in my life, guys, like soup, when I make soup, right, Carissa, right? So yummy, right? It's hoppy, Hoppy, Easter. So if you go on my website and type in happy, you're not gonna find it. It's hoppy Easter. When I make homemade soup, guys, I am the same. Like, I make it super chunky. When I make homemade sauce and meatballs, I do a meat sauce, super chunky. I like things super chunky. Oh, and Nikki too. Right, now that you said that, I do remember she had a tragic puffy paint situation one time on a live. All right, I'm being very generous with my tacky glue, and then you want to get at it right away because it's going to start dripping, and I don't want any of it to drip onto our pretty front of our tree stand. As soon as we finish this, guys, for all intents and purposes, I think we're done decorating the little tree stand. So I can have things pulled and we can start with some of the ornaments that we're going to add to the tree. I can't think of anything else that I would add to the front. It's pretty full. It's pretty full. Unless if you guys have any suggestions. I did mention last week that I had a grass cookie cutter and I was going to cut some and try to piece it in between the house and the bunny. I tried and I didn't like it, guys. I didn't like it, so I didn't add it. It just looked very jumbled to me and messy and almost like an afterthought. So I didn't add it. All right, I think I need a little bit more glue. Yeah, that's the only thing with anything squirt bottle. If you get a little clog, you could have a little catastrophe if you're just squeezing on it. And that's what I was doing with the Nuvo Drops. I was just squeezing on them, trying to get it unclogged. And I had a few lines done with the orange and then it clogged. So then when it spurted all over, I had to just wipe it up and throw it out. So then I had to take a baby wipe and wipe the areas off that I had put the orange, because I didn't have any orange left. It was all in the trash can. All right, this is probably looking good. I want to make sure I really have a good amount of glue. Let me add just one more, just for good measure. One more little brush full. really thick with glue on the front so it all sticks. You guys, Monday, I was mentioning over the weekend, I started watching Heartland on Netflix. Have any of you guys watched it? It's an older series that was probably on TV, and I never watched it when it was on TV. I'm really enjoying it. I'm up to season 3 already. All right, so we have glue all across the front. We're gonna come into our yumminess here on the table. Have like tinsel on the bottom. It'd be kind of cute. Oh, Michelle, I do have tinsel. I do have tinsel. We might could do that. All right, I'm gonna push that down into the glue. Add some more since I have the whole bag of it. And then we're going to bring it up and hold it, hold it, hold it. It feels so good to see people walking around outside with short sleeves on. I have long sleeves and double layers. I feel like it's colder in our house than it is outside. I do have tinsel. We can get it and grab it and see if we like it. All right, I just want to, a lot of times when I do this technique, guys, you see me do it the way Shelby has taught us, where you put a little bit of hot glue and then put your sprinkles on and then add some more hot glue and put your sprinkles. But this is such a huge, wide area, and I wanted to add so many of the sprinkles that I figured the tacky glue was the better way for me to tackle this. All right, now we have to carefully tap it off. Any that are not stuck in the glue really good will just fall off. And then I'm going, oh my gosh, it's so pretty, you guys. It's so Eastery and yummy. I love it so much. And I mean, this just looks like an enormous amount of sprinkles. It's just because I have all of this in my tray, in my sprinkle tray, guys, it doesn't mean that you're using that much. There's, depending on how much glue you add, only a little bit of the sprinkles is gonna stick on at a time. Then what you could do if you have any, after you do the sprinkles, because you start with this technique with your chunky ones and then move on to a finer. What you could do, oh gosh, that's so pretty, is come back in, after you finish with the sprinkles, come back in and sprinkle glitter over it. And wherever you might still have a little tiny bit of glue without anything attached to it, your glitter will stick. I'm just very carefully laying any jimmies down that are standing up, misbehaving. What is that glue string? Where is it from? If I have any standing up misbehaving, I'm gently finger pressing them down. Jimmies or any of the little carrots or the little bunny heads, just so everything's laying down nice. And then as the glue dries, everything will just dry nice and flat and in place. You can use your tweezers if you have any areas that you can't get to with your finger. This is looking so good with the colors on the front of the bucket. The greens and the yellows and the orange from the carrot. It's looking so good, you guys. Yum. Yum. Who else says yum when they're working with sprinkles? It's just yummy. Okay. One more tiny section. Look at that, guys. Look. So yummy. Saved it? Yeah, it's really good, Michelle. I'm really enjoying it. It took me a little to like get into it. I want to say it was a little slow beginning. And in the beginning, you really have to, you know, learn all the characters and all this different situations. But once I got into it, I'm like hooked now. I'm hooked. I watched another episode over my coffee this morning. All right, there's a few that fell inside the bucket. You guys, is that not so yummy? All right, and we'll do half of this side over here, and then we'll be done with the sprinkles. So yummy. Why are my comments not scrolling on my laptop? All right, a little bit more glue. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm loving it. I'm debating whether I come back in with some glitter or diamond dust as soon as I finish these sprinkles. My glue might be too dry because I'm going so slow and talking. All right, so I'm only gonna go halfway with the Happy Easter sprinkles because whatever I'm gonna put on the other side of this bucket, we'll do on the front and we'll come around the sides. You guys know what I'm saying? So I'm only gonna go halfway on the sides with the Happy Easter sprinkles. And this way, when you're displaying it facing forward, you see the front and a little bit of the side of the Happy Easter. And then whatever I decide to do on the other side, I'll see whatever I add there and a little bit on the sides. I don't decorate the sides because where my tree is in my craft room is sitting in the corner there, so you don't really see the sides. But depending on where you put yours, you might want to do a different technique because you might see your sides. Totally up to you. Totally up to you. All right, that's probably good. I'm in love with how this sprinkle stuff is turning out. All right, I'll come back in, and now I have to be careful because this is still all wet. I don't want to touch it and mess it up. So we'll stick that down in, and we'll bring the sprinkles up. So pretty, right, Sam? Sam is in my camp, sprinkle camp. Sam is another one that loves her some sprinkles. Loves her some sprinkles. Okay. I think it's leftover residual glue strings from when I was gluing my glitter foam sheets on, guys, is what I'm finding. All right, that's probably good. All right. Lift it up careful. Tap it off. And then come back in and finger press any of the little babies that are misbehaving. I'm gonna hold it over the sprinkle tray. So if any fall off. Do you guys ever get these in your sprinkle mixes? Big long pieces of the polymer clay that weren't cut into the smaller pieces. You could just take your scissors and cut them down if there's any misbehaving. You guys, this just looks so yummy. Do you love it? Okay. All right, I need a little bit more right there. It's just really candyland and bright and cheerful and colorful and springy, guys. And you could stretch your sprinkle mixes, guys. If you order a sprinkle mix from someone that you like, you can always stretch it by adding some filler to it. Good, Michelle, good. I hope he feels better soon. You can always stretch it by adding filler to it. So I do think I'm gonna try to add some diamond dust, but I'm not gonna do this on camera, guys, because you know what's gonna happen. It's going to be a disaster. I'll mess with this later. Getting it back in the bag. While some of that glue is still a little wet, let's try. Let's just try, just for giggles, right? Just for giggles, right, Carissa? Look at that. Is that not the yummiest? So you can stretch a sprinkle mix. If you buy a sprinkle mix from a small business, you can add glitter to it to stretch it. Anything that you have on hand. I love adding glitter to my sprinkle mixes. All right, this may or may not work. My glue may already have dried too much for any of this to stick, but let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Any of my parts and pieces that are still falling off, I'm trying to get them to come off, because once I do the diamond dust, I don't want a lot of sprinkle mix falling into my diamond dust. You guys know what I mean? With jelly bean. All right. My glue may have already dried too much for any of this to stick, but we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. It can't hurt, right? Even if just a teeny weeny bit of it sticks, guys, it'll just add a little sparkle and fun, right? I think some of it's sticking. And when you are doing this technique, like I said, you always start off with your more chunky stuff. So you saw I started off with the sprinkle mix, and then you work your way down to your finer, like diamond dust is a little chunky. So if I wanted to even go further and continue, I could shake all this off and then come back in with like an ultra fine glitter. All right, guys. Are you ready for the magic? Are you ready for the, oh, it went all over my table. Wow. Are you ready for the magic? You hear it falling? Do you hear it falling? It did stick, guys. It did. The camera probably won't pick it up, but it did stick, and it's like extra sparkly. The camera's probably not gonna pick it up, but oh, I love it so much. All right, let's try to get this diamond dust strategically back in the container, because you know my little furry friend is in the craft room here with me, and I don't want her to get any glass in her paws and then lick her paws and then ingest glass. This diamond dust is glass, guys. You have to be really careful when working with it. Like, I will come back in with my vacuum cleaner after this and clean my floors so she doesn't get any on her little paws. Normally I use that pink sprinkle tray when I'm using a good amount of diamond dust, but the sprinkle mix was still all over it, so I had to revert to a piece of parchment, and it's all good. It's all good. We got it. All right, moving on. Moving on. I'm gonna put the top on this, set it off to the side. We're done with that. A little bit up here in this corner. Go going to get off my table and put it right in my little trash right here. So always taking care of my little puppy girl. Don't want anything to happen to her. Don't want to take any chances. All right, guys, that turned out amazing. That turned out so Eastery and Candyland and fun. Do you guys love it? All right, I have to refresh this page because my comments have stopped on my laptop and I don't want to miss if any of you have a question. All right. All right, opening it back up and hopefully that fixed it. So Michelle suggested maybe tinsel in between the elements, and I do have some tinsel. I have this one, and then I have like this one, and I feel like this one would be too large. I have this in white and pink. I feel like this one would be too large. Wow, right, Carissa? Wow. How about if I cut tiny pieces of it? Just put a tiny piece there. Or do you feel like it would take away? Because now once we come over to the Peep Bunny, I feel like it might just cover the Peep Bunny. That's the thick one. This one is a thinner one. Let's see what this one would look like. I used this one as the scarf on Frostine, the snow lady I made. I don't know. I think, do you love it, Michelle? I think I'm going to put the break on and think about that for a while. I don't know. I can search my stash and who knows? I might come up with something else that might work. Like here's a tiny piece. I could have just grabbed this instead of the whole thing. A leftover piece. Super cute, right? Glitter rope. Put a little piece there. Let's see. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm okay to just leave it. Let's see. Let's pull some glitter rope. Let's see. Maybe some of this pretty aqua. This pretty robin egg color. These are all available in my shop, guys. I forget how many different colors I have, but I have all the glitter rope available in my shop. That might be cute, guys. Jenna, I think I like it. Yeah, I showed my my hobby Easter sprinkle tape, but again, I'm thinking it just might be too much. And it's the same as this. I'm liking the glitter rope idea, Jenna. I'm liking your, yes, me too. I'm liking that idea. Let's try. Let's try. I'll cut a little piece and before I glue it down, I love the diamond dust in there, guys. The camera doesn't pick it up, but in real life, it is so sparkly and pretty. It's a little Jimmy that wants to misbehave. All right, I think the aqua would be a nice little different pop of color. All right, so let me cut a little of this off. This is so pretty. They're both cute though, right, Carissa? Both cute ideas. I'm gonna cut one end a little bit at an angle so I can piece it in there. I like it. I like it. I like it. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna do it. I love when I get suggestions, because sometimes you just get stuck, you know, guys? Sometimes you just get stuck. All right, and because we're gluing glitter rope onto glittered foam sheet, I think you'll be safe with all hot glue. I don't have good luck using super glue with the glitter rope, guys. I never have had good luck. I always have to use my hot glue when using the glitter rope. I'm liking it, guys. I feel like it just needed something on the bottom to finish it off, and another little pop of color and sparkle. Jenna for the win. Look at how pretty. All right, let's go ahead and see if we could piece a piece in here. And Mike could go all the way across with one piece, because the Peep Bunny I glued up a little bit higher than the carrot. I don't know if you guys can see. See how the carrot is just down on the bottom with my bucket, and the Peep Bunny is up a little? So I'm gonna try to go all the way across with one piece. Candyland foam bead is going crazy, falling off. All right. I think I can go all the way across from the carrot, all the way across. That looks cute, guys. I do like it. Jenna for the win. Hi, Brandy. How are you? I don't even know where to hold it, guys, because all of that up there is still wet with the glue, and I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, all right. Let's go ahead and add the hot glue across. Just a nice thin bead right onto the glittered foam sheet. And then we'll come in right away with our glitter rope and push it in there and hold it to give that hot glue a chance to dry. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. I love it, guys. I love it. It was sitting right here, Jenna, and it never popped in my head until you said glitter rope. It's cute. It gives it nice little sparkle on the bottom. All right, I think it's done, guys. I think the Easter tree stand is done. We can move on to ornaments next. So little Jimmy that fell in there. Let's get it out. All right. Good, good, good. Cute, right? It just finishes the bottom off a little. Since the top and the sides are so finished off, and I love the little banner with the hop. Super cute. All right, so I cannot wait to see if you guys decide to give this a try. I cannot wait to see how yours come out. Share them with me. You guys, on your glitter rope, you know you never throw any of it out. If you have tiny little pieces that you cut off, like I just did, like I cut the bigger piece and then I shaved some off, just add it to your sprinkle mixes, or cut little pieces like this into smaller pieces and turn them into sprinkles, glitter rope sprinkles. You know what I'm saying? All right, bucket is done. So that is my spring Easter mini seasonal tree stand bucket. all right? And then like I said, I still have the whole other side that I could decorate for another season, decorate the top and the sides. I love the glitter rope too. Thank you, Jenna, for that suggestion. It's just perfect. Just perfect. Okay, so ornaments. Ornaments. Let me make sure diamond dust is off my table. And I grabbed some of my cutters before I hopped on. My little mini ones, because the ornaments have to be small because the tree is small. I love it too. I love it too. It came out so cute. So cute. So now I have a Pinkoween, a Christmas, a snowman winter one, and now the Candyland Easter one. So I do want to do a summer one, I think on the back of my blue side. And then my Pinkoween I covered with black glitter foam sheets. So I'm trying to think on the reverse side, what other holiday I could coordinate with a black background. And then on the Christmas one, I did like a gingerbread goldish glitter foam sheet. So on the back of that, I could do fall, but I really don't decorate for fall, guys. I just put up a little bit of Pinkoween because I'm not a big Halloween person. And then when I take Pinkoween down, I do Christmas. So I'm thinking I could do 4th of July on the back of the gold one and do something like with fireworks up in the air with the gold background. Because I know if I do something fall, it would be fun to make, but I don't put any fall decor out really. A little bit, but mostly Pinkoween. All right, so I pulled this cutter. It's an Easter egg, but you also could use it as a bunny foot. I thought that would be cute. I pulled this cutter that's a strawberry or a carrot. I thought that would be cute. I pulled this one that's a gingy. These are called shape shifters. So if you hold it one way, you see it's a tiny gingy, and if you turn it the other way, it's a bunny with ears. And then I pulled this one. I'm not sure if I'll use this one. It's showing in the picture how to turn it into an Easter basket with eggs right there. I don't know. That might be too involved. We'll start with these though. We'll start with these. So let's do some carrots. So that's going to be easy. I know. I need the peach taffy and I need the key lime. And I need the white, because we're gonna make them all macaron cookies. Cute little Eastern. We're gonna let them dry, we're gonna embellish them, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to add the little hangers, and then we'll undecorate our winter tree and we will redecorate it for Easter. All right, as I'm talking, I'm thinking, what else do I need? I need my rolling pin. All right. So let's make, I'm trying to remember how many I did when I did my other trees. Did I make 4 of each style or 3? The tree is little. Oh, it's right there. Duh, I can count. Oh my God, you guys. 1 little mitten, 2 little mittens, 3 little mittens. All right, I need 3 of each style. So we'll make 3 little carrots, 3 little bunny feet, 3 little bunnies. So cute, so cute, so cute. You guys, I love cute stuff. I don't know if you knew that about me, but I do love the cute stuff. All right, here we go, here we go. Let's get serious, let's get busy. Love the cute stuff. So yeah, Taco Tuesday. Who's going for tacos today? Who's going for tacos today? Or who is making tacos today? Or who is making, not necessarily tacos, but some sort of Mexican-inspired something. We probably will go to Chipotle. We each get a bowl. This is got lumps and bumps in it. Hold on. I don't think I conditioned it good enough. We each get like a chicken bowl with all this stuff, and it's enough for 2 meals for us. So we eat half there and we bring the other half home. I'm leaving tomorrow, guys, to, after my live in the morning, I'm leaving to go to my son's house, finally. They're all healthy. And my other son and his wife and their 3 kids are coming over in the evening for dinner. We're all gonna have dinner together. My son is gonna make homemade pizzas. That sounds so yummy. And Mimi's gonna be there Wednesday evening and then Thursday and Friday to visit and help with the kids. And your husband's making tacos? Yummy. Homemade pica, done. I'll be over. I love homemade pico. I love pico. Homemade pico is delicious. All right, that worked, guys. I got the lumps and the bumps out. It won't matter so much on the bottom part of the cookie. So I will strategically cut these and place these, but on the top layer, I definitely want it to look nice for the top layer. All about the cute stuff. Yes, Sam. Yes, Sam. Cute stuff with sprinkles. Give me all of the cute stuff and the sprinkles and the glitter. All right. I've used these cutters before, guys, but I'm just going to add some oil to the edges just to be on the safe side. So we need to cut 6. If I want 3 cookies, I need to cut 6. Ball tool. Michelle. Right. You guys, I mentioned on my Monday live, I finally broke down Sunday. I'm like so done with winter and this weather. I started taking all my snowman stuff down Sunday. I'm like, nope, I'm done. We're done with winter. If I take it down, maybe it'll go away. Winter in the cold. We're definitely gaining on it. All right, there's 3. Now I need 3 more. So I wanted 3 definitely perfect ones to put on the face of the cookie, and these other 3, it doesn't matter so much because they're going to be on the bottom and you won't see them. Okay. That was easy. That was easy enough, right guys? Easy peasy. So these, this is a set of cookie cutters made by Sugar Belle. They're from Michael's. I got them years ago. I don't even know if Michael still carries them. If they don't, you can buy them directly through Sugar Belle. And they're called, like I said, they're called shape shifters. It's a whole set in one box. I don't know how many were in the set, maybe 24. And they all make one thing if you do it one way, and then if you flip the cutter over the other way, it makes a different thing. Like this one makes a little rose or a wedding dress. This one makes a little strawberry or a carrot. This one makes a little girl's face or a ladybug. So if you get 24 in the set, you can make 48 different things. They're kind of pretty cool. All right, we'll bring our white. Actually, no. Pause. I'm just looking. Where's my orange scraper? We need to cut the tops off. We don't want the orange tops. We want green tops. So we're going to cut all the orange tops off. And then come back in and cut 6 more with the green and then piece them together. We want green tops on our carrots, right? Green tops on the carrots. And I love the little size, guys. You guys know I like small things. I love this size. One of subcontractors just went by, and you could tell when it's a nice spring day, because everyone drives like with their windows down and their music blasting. That's what's going on in here today. They're driving really fast with their windows down and the music is blasting. So funny. So funny. All right. One more to go. Where I'm cutting, you see I'm just kind of pushing the edges down so we don't have any severe rough edges. Just want it smooth. All right, so we'll come back in with our key lime and we will roll it out and cut 6 more so we can get the tops for our carrots. These are gonna be so cute, you guys. And then I feel like we will probably add some lime margarita sweet glitter to the tops like we did on the little bunny hutch. We'll add some lime margarita sweet glitter. Give it a condition so it helps get the little wrinkles and lumps and bumps out. This little tree is going to be so cute. Then we have to figure out what I want to put on the top. Like my winter one has a glass snowman ornament, and for the ornament part on top of his head, I made a macaron cookie and stuck it over that metal ornament doohickey thing at the top. And then I made a pink candyland-ish poinsettia and have those two as the tree toppers. All right, roll this out. And I really don't need to concentrate on cutting the full carrots. We only need the toppers, right? We only need the leaves. So, and again, I want to get 3 that are really nice with no wrinkles or imperfections. Those will be the top cookies, and then 3 more for the bottom. So bring our cutter back over, and goodness, guys, we'll cut 3 that are kind of good for the tops. There's 1, 2, 3, and then just 3 more for the bottom. Doesn't matter. That one actually has a bubble. It does matter. We don't want any that have a bubble. If you can visually see the bubble. Just cut 3 more out. Quick. Okay. So then, come back in with the bench scraper. And these are our 3 good ones. We want to cut it off in the very same area where we cut the orange carrot. Well, let me cut them all. Let me cut them all so I'm not picking this bench scraper up and then dropping it and ruining your ears. 1, 2, 3. Why do I stand when I do this, guys? Do you notice that with me? Whenever I'm rolling out clay or cutting clay, I have to stand. I have to stand. Are you guys like that? Or can you guys sit the whole time and just sit and do your thing? You see me? I just automatically stand. 1, 2. Or are you like me? Do you stand and sit and stand and sit? Whenever I'm rolling clay or cutting things, I have to stand. All right. I think we're done with the peach and the green. So now I could come back in, finger press down any rough edges. They all kind of look the same. So it doesn't matter what go on the top and what go on the bottom. And then we're just gonna piece them back together, guys. Put the leaves, because it's all still wet clay, they'll just stick together. Look at how cute. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So cute. I don't know, I think my comments might have stopped again. Someone throw a hi up or something, a smiley face or something. Or you guys are quiet. 9 minutes was the last comment from Sam, all about the cute stuff. Someone throw a comment. This one looks like a good one. I want to make sure I keep my top ones separate from my bottom, because I do want the best looking ones to be the top of the cookie. Okay, those are the tops. These will be the bottoms, and then we can do our middles and put them together like macaron cookies. They're so cute. I love them. Yes, stand. Okay, then it's not just me. It's not just me being a weirdo then. I feel like I have to stand up above my table. Hey, Nancy. Thank you, Carissa. I feel like I have to stand up above my table to get like leverage. You know? Same like when you're making like cookies or you're rolling out pie crust dough. You have to get your leverage. All right, now we can bring our white in. I was jumping the gun. We can bring our white in. And we need 3 white middles. 3. How are you, Nancy? Thank you for being here. It's quiet in Craftland today. It's nice here, at least. It might be nice in other parts of the country. People might be out and about, going for a walk, getting some fresh air. That's not enough to do 3, or is it? Yeah, it is. And we don't have to worry about imperfections. I'll just make sure I roll out and don't have any bubbles. But we don't have to worry about any lines or creases because this is the middle of the cookie, guys. So we're just going to cut out 3. 1, 2, 3. Just enough. Okay. Cute. So cute. Cute, cute, cute. Someone should keep track of how many times I say cute on my lives. It's a lot. I know it's probably a lot. All right. Done with this cookie cutter. I'm going to get it out of our way. Here's the whole bag of the cutters from this set, guys. It's a lot. Like I said, if there's 24 in there, you get 48 designs because each one is dual purpose. All right, so we'll come with our bottom cookie, okay? We'll take our middle fluffer nutter that goes in the middle. I'm gonna start at the top because that has the most business going on. So I wanna make sure all of my little leaves line up at the top first. Then I'll double check the sides. This is a small, teeny weeny little cookie cutter, so you can match it up pretty easily. All right, we'll come back in with our top, line it up, finger press it carefully down. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my goodness. How cute, a little macaron carrot. So adorable. You know we're putting something in that middle, guys. Probably diamond dust. And then lime margarita sweet glitter on the leaves on the top. All right, we're gonna do the second one with the bottom, line the leaves up with the marshmallow cookie middle. This is just rinse and repeat, guys. Come get one of our toppers. Start lining the leaves up and press it down carefully. So cute, look, so cute, so cute. All right, and our last one, the bottom. Line the leaves up. Then the marshmallow fluff. These are tiny little cookie cutters, so it's very easy to do this. When you have one of those jumbo cookie cutters that come in those puzzle sets, it gets to be a little bit more tricky. You can do it, it's just a little bit more tricky. You have to take your time. But these are so tiny, they're very, very easy. Just making sure my leaves are lined up and all the clay is touching all the clay. So this way it'll dry together nice. And we have 3 cute little carrot macaron cookies. I am gonna come in with, what do I wanna use? This, I think. Fancy dancy tool from the dollar store, and make a few carrot lines in the sides like we did with the house, the bunny hutch house. Just a few. And you're gonna wanna do this when your clay is wet, because once it starts forming the skin, guys, you're not gonna, you'll break the skin and it'll texture and wrinkle, and you're gonna be so unhappy with yourself. I think I'm gonna do 3 and then come over on this side and do a couple. Maybe a few up here. So cute. So cute. You tell them, Bailey. You tell them. How dare they drive their trucks past your house, right? You tell them. Yeah. Okay. And then the third one. Who's liking the little carrot macaron cookies? Cute, right? So cute. So cute. So cute. All right. So we're going to set these aside and let them dry. I want them to do some drying before I am going to come in with the sweet glitter for the leaves and the diamond dust, because with the wet clay, guys, it would make a mess. It would make a mess. Let me bring them back, and I have a silicone mat out with my pieces from yesterday drying. So I will add them to this. Those of you that watched me yesterday starting my little bunny tiered cake, I made the little teapot. It's back there drying. It's coming out really good. It's drying good. And then we made the little teacups. And they're sitting back there drying really good. Those are going to stack on top of one another at the top of our cake. So everything's back here drying. All right, what do we want to do next, guys? What do we want to do? The bunny or the bunny feet? Let's move to the bunny feet. Let's do, because I feel like that will be easier, quicker than the bunny. Gucci heard Bailey and started watching. It's funny. All right, so we need our white, and do I want to use baby pink or cotton candy? Let's use cotton candy. Let's use cotton candy because we want bright, cheerful, Eastery colors. All right, guys? All right, so bring my white over and get some more in the hot tub with its friends. Yeah, every time a truck goes by, Bailey feels it's her job to bark. All right, let me just get some white out. I don't need all of this. And we're gonna need 6 bunny feet for the top and the bottom. And then the center, because I'm going to do these as macaron cookies too. The center, I will do pink. Teapot and cups, right, Sam? Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure over the course of the month, it'll morph. My three-tiered cake will morph. But I started the initial design yesterday, and it's going to be a bunny spring tea party tiered cake. In my head, it looks cute. Hopefully, it'll turn out cute in real life. I think it will. I think it will. All right, so let's roll out our white. I do have my 1/4 inch guides on my rolling pin, guys. That's all I ever use. It has the other sizes, but I just like working with that 1/4 inch thickness, especially if I'm doing layers, like we did the 3 layers. So my macaron cookie ends up being 3/4 inch thick, and I feel like that's a nice thickness for a cookie. All right, and again, I want 3 little bunny feet that are really good looking on the front. And then the other 3, I'm not going to be so concerned with if they have a little imperfection in the clay, because those will go on the bottom and you won't see. All right, and again, use these cutters a lot, but I'm just adding a little oil just for insurance. All right, I'm going to pick 3 spots where the clay looks really good to cut my 3 top pieces. 1, 2. My stomach is growling, guys. It's saying it's almost time for Taco Tuesday. Krista, you do too. Yeah. Chris is gonna make my Monday project with me. She says she's gonna grab some supplies from her stash, and she's going to make a version of it with me. So she's going to join me when I'm sharing the project live. Oh, that didn't work out. We got to roll it again. Roll it again a little bit quick. Hi, Shelby. Oh, Shelby. Well, just showed. Because you were with me yesterday. So here's how our little teapot is turning out. How cute is that? With the little lid. It's still very wet, so I don't want to put it on because I don't want it to stick. But there's our teapot with the lid that we did yesterday for the little bunny tea party cake I'm going to make. And here's the little teacups. There's the blue one I made with you, and then we did the pink one. I did the pink one off camera. And I covered the middle layer with those blue and white glitter foam sheet strips like I showed on camera. And then I ended up covering the bottom layer. Let me show you guys, because it came out so pretty. It came out so pretty. So here's the middle layer. I covered with the glitter foam strips, and I'm gonna put something around that seam there, a drip or something. And then I covered the bottom styrofoam layer with this pretty, Shelby, look how pretty. You guys, look how pretty. This gorgeous sparkle. It's not a glitter foam sheet, but it's in the aisle with the glitter foam sheets. It's kind of like a glitter canvas from Hobby Lobby, guys. And it's very Candyland looking to me. Very pretty. I love it. I love it so much. But that's for, I'll be making that during the month of March on Mondays with my partner, Leanne from Sugarworks Bakery. All right, 2 more. We need 2 more for our macaron cookie top and bottom. How you doing today, Shelby? You feeling okay? The adoption certificate, right? Chat, you know, our friend Chat helped me make them, but what a cute little idea, right? For those of us that make little characters, my customers that have been purchasing the puppies are loving the little adoption certificates. And I mean, it's just a cute little touch to add with your, and I mean, you just tell chat to make whatever you want it to make, and it makes that. It makes that. I got one more that's still back here drying. It needs several more days, so I won't ship this until I come back from visiting the kids. But this one is Riley. Look at her cute little face. And she has a hot pink sweater on, her little pom-pom tail. Yeah, she came out super cute. Super cute. All of the things, guys. All of the things. All right, we have our 3 tops and 3 bottoms. So let's cut our middle and then put these little bunny feet together. And then we have to do the little pads of the paw. I'm trying to think how I want to do them so they're all uniform. I think I'm gonna pull out my measuring. Thank you, Shelby. Good, good. Did you have more to eat than just a Kit Kat bar? I hope you did. I hope you did, my friend. I hope you did. Today is Taco Tuesday, so literally, as soon as I click on end, I know my husband's already gonna be like in the garage warming the car up. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? He looks forward to Tuesdays because he loves going for Mexican. I cooked yesterday, guys. I did chicken strips, and then I did loaded tater tots. I baked off the tater tots. And then the last 5 minutes, I added some extra seasonings, and then I added jalapeno peppers and sliced scallions and cooked bacon and cheddar cheese to make the top of the tots loaded, and then I baked them off for like 5 more minutes. And then on the side, I had some mac and cheese and some corn. And there's plenty of leftovers, so when I leave tomorrow to go visit the kids, he'll have plenty of food in the house. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and put our macaron cookies together just like we did for the carrots. So I want to make sure these are my good tops. Actually, I'm gonna reverse this one with this one. This looks like a better top. So we'll start with a bottom. We'll put our middle layer. And these are a lot easier than the carrots, guys. These are a lot easier. And then one of the good tops with no imperfections. Push it down, push it down. Cheese and a Kit. Shelby, you're so funny. And there's our little bunny foot macaron cookie, the start of it. We still have to do the little pads on the paws. So number 2, you see how these are a lot easier to piece together. You don't have all those little leaves sticking out like the carrot. These are very easy. These would be good to make if you have like a big tree and you had a lot to make. Just want to make sure I save my last good topper and I don't talk and put my little sandwich together backwards. If you had a big tree to make, these would be, like you can make a whole bunch of these up pretty quick because these are easy. All right, push them together. All right, so then we have our 3 little bunny feet. It's an Easter egg this way, but we're gonna turn it this way into a bunny foot. Now I wanna do the little pads, the little paw pads. So I want them all to be uniform. I'm trying to think. Let's try half a teaspoon for the largest little pad. And let's see if that's gonna be too big. then we'll regroup. Let's do a half a teaspoon. You know what I'm saying, guys? The bunny foot has the large little pad and then 3 little ones. So I feel like a half a teaspoon for the large one. We'll see. It might be too big. We might have to cut it in half. Let's see though. Roll it out. And let me bring over my acrylic clay. Do a little teardrop. Yeah, that's gonna be way too big, guys, for our little, way too big. So we're gonna roll it out into a little log. Get the tinsel out from our, oh, Shelby, let me show you our mini seasonal tree stand bucket. This is what we finished on when I started the live. So we added the banner today with the hop letters. Jenna suggested doing the glitter cord down on the bottom. And then we did the Happy Easter sprinkle mix from Paper Sweeties all around the top. And then I added some diamond dust too. So my Candyland Easter tree, my little mini one that I keep in my craft room, will sit in the bucket. All right, so this is a half a teaspoon that we cut in half. Let's try it again, guys. Take the half, roll a tiny little teardrop, like a chunky one. And let's see. That's gonna be the right size now. I don't want it pointed. I want it like round all the way. Yes, guys, that's the perfect size now. That's the perfect size. For on the bottom. Okay. Now we just need to do the 3 little. But while I have the other half, let's do the other one. Super cute, right? Super cute. We were trying to figure out, Shelby, how many times I say cute on a live. I know it's a lot. I like all of the cute stuff. All right, chunky little teardrop again, guys. Chunky. Use your acrylic plate, and you can manipulate the acrylic plate to conform the size. You could push it more on one side or the other, or the top or the bottom, to make it be the size that you want it to be. Show it who's boss. I just want to make these kind of the same. Add that little paw pad. Now we need one more for the third one. So we'll come back in with a half of a teaspoon. And guys, this is how you, if you're doing multiple things, this is how you keep your little parts and pieces uniform. All right, so we'll roll this into a log. And then cut it in half. Do our teardrop, chunky teardrop. Get your acrylic plate. And make your little pad shape. Use your fingers if you need to reshape it at all. And then add it. Okay, so there's your bottom. We have 10 minutes left. So now I'm thinking this is the 1/4 teaspoon. So let's roll that 1/4 teaspoon. Do I have a 1/4 teaspoon? I don't. All right, we'll roll that into a log and cut that in half. These still might be too big. I still might have to just randomly do these. So what is this now? 1/8 of a teaspoon, I think. Roll these into little balls. Or I might want to do them ever so slightly into a teardrop. Let's see if I can do it, guys. And then, so it's 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then I'm gonna push it down. Push it down. I do want them just a little bit pointy on the end. Yes, you guys, yes. I think that's gonna work as the good size. I'm starting to get hungry because my fingers are shaking, my hands are shaking. I only had a yogurt for lunch and I'm hungry. So literally in 9 minutes, we're leaving to go to Taco Tuesday. All right, so then I'm gonna come back in with some more pink clay, add it to my 1/2 teaspoon, push it in there and then level it off. Take it out, roll a log. That's my 1/2 teaspoon. Cut that in half. Now it's a 1/4 teaspoon. So roll that into a log, cut that in half, and do the other one. So we have 1/8 of teaspoons. All right. This way, all of your little pieces, if you're not like so concerned like me, you could just roll them, you know, randomly. But if you want them to all be kind of the same, this is the way to do it. All right, come back in with the acrylic plate, press it down. Want that a little pointy on one end. And add the 3rd little. Oh my goodness, so cute. So stinking cute, you guys. And then I'm kind of finger pressing them down into that clay. So cute. All right. I have 7 minutes. So I have 3 more right here. Roll them out. That's just a way to keep things a little on the uniform side, guys. You can just do them random and they would be slightly different. But if you want if you're making a character, I find that technique very good when I'm doing characters, and I want both arms to be the same size, both legs to be the same size, both little cheekers to be the same size. That's a handy way to do it, guys. Okay, chunky little teardrops. You come in with your acrylic plate, press it down. Press it down, press it down, and then finger press it to make it a little bit pointy. Hi Trina, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you, Jenna. How many of you use the measuring cups and measuring spoons in your clay designs like that? I first saw Debbie from Debbie's Bright Ideas. That's where I saw first ever anyone doing it like that. And once I started using this technique, it just makes it so easy. All right, we'll add our 3 little pads. So we got our bucket completed. We're on week number 3. We got our bucket completed. And for all intents and purposes, we got 6 little ornaments done. Like I said, I still need to let these dry. We'll come back in next week and embellish them with the glitters and the stuffs, okay? Come back with another 1/2 teaspoon of clay. Roll it into a log. Cut it in half. And then roll that into a log. That was a 1/4 teaspoon, and now we have our 1/8 of teaspoons. Cookie cutter. like the teaspoon. Yes, ma'am. It makes it easy. And then if you are trying to keep things uniform, then all of your little sizes will match. If you care about that sort of thing. If you don't care, then you just want to wing it, that's fine too. All right, roll it into a ball and then a very chunky teardrop. Come in with your acrylic plate and push them down. 1, 2, 3, and then come back in, and I'm finger pressing it to a little bit of a point on the end, just slightly. Bring our last little bunny foot macaron cookie over, and I start in the middle with the middle one, placing that right in the middle, and then the 2 on the sides. 2 on the sides. So up next after me in the lineup, guys, is Michelle, my friend, Crafty Ma'am. We're gonna hop over to her page next and see what she has lined up to share with us today. Thank you for everyone hanging out and all of your ideas and suggestions and support and comments and conversation. Today, I really do appreciate it. I'll be back again live tomorrow at noon, sharing something for Debbie's Bright Ideas. There's a little piece of fuzz in this one. How did I not notice that? That would make me crazy, guys. Leaving it and letting it dry in there, that would make me crazy. Smooth it down. So we will let these dry, and then I will probably glitter them with, off the top of my head, I'm thinking probably some strawberry lemonade. I just got supplies in to mix up some more, guys, because that's all I have left. We'll probably glitter these in that middle layer next week with some strawberry lemonade sweet glitter. And then for our little tiny carrots, we'll do the tops with some lime margarita sweet glitter. Where's my lime margarita? There it is. And then we'll probably do the middle Fluffernutter center with some diamond dust, just because we want to make everything sparkly and pretty. But how cute is that going to be, guys? Let me bring our bucket back over. Our white tree will go inside, and then we'll start, not next week, but maybe the week after. We'll start decorating it, because I still have some more ornaments I want to make. So we have 3 little bunny feet, 3 little carrots. Next week we'll make 3 little bunnies. And then I don't know what else. Oh, I do have some diamond dot. I have some diamond dot Easter eggs I did. So we can add them to the tree. I have a whole bunch of diamond dot Easter eggs I did, guys. That I'll just put cord on them to hang them. Look at how pretty that one is. That one with the bow. So it ended up being good. So come back with me. Happiness in a bucket, right, Carissa? So cute. Come back again and join us next Tuesday, Crafty Friends, for our lineup. I will continue working on this situation, and then we'll decorate our tree. Okay, guys? Again, thank you to everyone who joined me today. I appreciate y'all so much. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. If you're going out for tacos, enjoy. And hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow at noon Eastern. And if not, I'll be back again hitting the ground running Monday at 2 p.m. All right, guys. Thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, be sweet. Bye, guys.